Welcome back to Fruitful Minutes. Today we're doing our second video on immune support. We're going to talk about probiotics today. So Molly, I know we've talked about probiotics and all their benefits. When is a good time to take a probiotic?
In relation to immune support, I mean, what I know is that like after an antibiotic, right? Because the antibiotic is like basically depleting all the bacteria in your system. And so to regenerate more of that good, healthy flora, a probiotic is helpful. I mean, other than that, like every day for your general.
Right. So a lot of people are missing out on the benefits of immune support by not doing them every day.
Okay.
Lots of people are coming in only after an antibiotic, or we talk to people and they're only looking for probiotics after an antibiotic, and they're missing out on the long-term immune supportive benefits because about 70% of your immune system is made up of your good bacteria.
Yeah.
So if you do come down with something, typically we're looking at some formulas specific to address those symptoms, but the long-term support is really the probiotics to rebuild that immune function.
Okay.
There's a lot of different options and strains.
So many,
mm-hmm. Right? So this is kind of the key, right? We talk to people all the time. Some people are like, I already take a probiotic, but they've got the sniffles, something's happened. Mm-hmm. We sell up to 200 billion in terms of like a billion count probiotic. So it's important to know that if you're taking like a 5 billion count.
Like every day,
if something comes up immune function wise, you can typically double up on it, right?
Okay.
We sell, people can do up to about 30 billion every day.
Oh.
Without even having issues.
Okay.
50 billion or higher if you're having some struggles with
Gotcha.
health concerns. So there's a wide variety of billions that somebody can do.
Right.
Because I know sometimes people unfamiliar with probiotics think 1 billion is a ton.
Because it's billion.
Billion, right?
Right.
You're supposed to have 10 trillion good bacteria in your gut.
Wow.
They do a lot for us.
Right.
So a lot of times, yes, the antibiotics are massively depleting, but if you've done it ahead of time or while you're doing your antibiotic, you can safely do your probiotic with your antibiotic.
Okay.
You just want to take it at a different time of day.
Okay.
So like 3 to 4 hours away from the antibiotic, and you're going to maintain the majority of what's in that probiotic.
So it's not like a full sweep.
Right.
And then you're kind of rebuilding
after that. You do not have to let you've trashed all the good gut bacteria go, because a lot of people do that. They're afraid that they're just going to be wasting the probiotics.
Yeah.
If you're taking the antibiotic and the probiotic at the same time, you kind of are.
Yeah.
But if you're taking them at different times of day, typically very safe to get a lot of the good bacteria in.
And good to know. I had no idea that our body was maintaining so many trillions of bacteria, which really makes it seem like the billion in the strains are not that overwhelming.
Right. It really shouldn't be.
Intimidating almost. You go there, and especially the different types of strains, it's like, what do I get?
Right.
So,
and a lot of people, they're like, oh my gosh, 5 billion, it's a ton. And I'm like, that's a small dose probiotic compared to a 200 billion, which really is only appropriate after an antibiotic use.
Okay.
Right. So everybody shouldn't be doing 200 billion every day. They
On
shouldn't
the daily
need that.
Okay.
Right. But, after a long string of antibiotics, that might be more appropriate.
And so for the specialized formulas, like let's say for women's health or you're still getting the benefit of immune support, right? Even in those.
They are. And a lot of times the women's supportive ones, I think a lot of people think, oh, it says women, that's the one for me. The women's are vaginal and urinary tract supportive. That being said, a lot of women after antibiotic use experience problems with yeast infections.
Oh.
So if that's the case, a woman's is going to be very appropriate for that person.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah. Awesome. That was super helpful. We hope that was helpful for you guys. You learned a little bit more about probiotics. It's such a big subject. Yeah. So we hope this was helpful when you're searching for a good formula to support your immune system too. If you have any questions or comments on this or other products similar, leave them in the comments below. We look forward to seeing you on the next Fruitful Minutes.